Well, good morning everyone. So today I'm going to be processing my Lakota squash. I've already processed one of them, and so I've decided I'm going to get this one done as well. Let's see if I can get into it. So I'm going to just cut it open. I don't think I'm getting this in half. And I'm just going to stick it in a pan. And bake it in the oven. Right, and that's what it looks like. So I'm going to get all that seed out. And I'm just going to throw that out because I've already dried some seeds for the next season. So let's cut it some more. There we go. All right, it's connected. So hopefully the sound is better. Well, I think I'll just leave it in two halves like that. And I'm going to line my tray. And let's get a scooper. And let's get all this mess out. And I should get my oven going to around 350. And when I processed the last one, it was in the oven for about 8 hours, but that one was huge. So hopefully this one is not going to take that long. And what I noticed about this squash, this particular variety, is it doesn't release a lot of liquid. All right, that one's ready. Let's get this second one going. All right, that's good enough. See what that looks like. Let's get my foil paper. Show you what that looks like. All right. Let's get those stringy bits out. That's ready for the oven, and I'm going to set it for about 3 hours to start. And we'll get this thrown out as well, and we will see you when I'm ready for the next step. All right, so it's been 2 hours and it's not quite as soft as I need it to be. So I'm going to give it another hour. Actually, I might need more than that. But let's start off with about an hour and then we'll see where it's at. This appears to be done. So let's give it one more check. Yep, that's definitely done. So let's get ready for the next step. All right, so we are going to let this sit and cool off for about 30 minutes. And then we'll come back and clean the outside. And then we're going to scrape off the pumpkin. And we'll put it in some plastic bags and freeze it. So we'll see you here shortly. All right. So the squash has cooled off. And that's what it looks like. It doesn't look very appealing right now. But that's all right. We're going to get it all cleaned up. And then we're going to scrape the squash and we are going to put it in this bag right here. So I need a spoon. Here's what I'm going to do. I need scissors. I'm going to cut this into a more manageable size. I'm not sure how I want to go about this, so I'm going to cut off that top part. Might have dried too much in that corner. Make sure your hands are clean. Get that skin off. Make sure you have access to that flesh. Yeah, so that's what we are looking for. That's what we want. I don't mind a little bit of that caramelized part because it will give the squash a nice roasted taste. And my thought is, I watched this video from Rose Red Homestead and she made a pumpkin cheesecake, and because this pumpkin was a little on the drier side, I think this flesh will be perfect for that. So that's what I'm going to try with this here in maybe a few days, maybe next week, I'm not sure when. And when I do, I'll bring you along for that video. I've made cheesecake before, but not pumpkin cheesecake, so we'll learn that together. All right, that's good. Now for the next one. Get that out of the way. Let's get that cut off. Get that skin off. This is my first time growing this Lakota squash. And I don't know that I'll grow much of it this year, because I think I liked the butternut. The butternut squash. I love the butternut squash. So I may just do the butternut squash this year. But then I say that, and as the season goes on, I find I have 3, 4, 5 varieties. So the plan this year is the butternut and the honeynut. And actually, I don't think I've tasted this Lakota yet. Oh no, I did last week, because I processed one last week, and I do like the taste. It's sweet, a subtle sweet, not as sweet as the butternut or the honeynut. Now this one is much more fleshy than the other quarter that we just did. You should be using a bigger scoop. I'm not going to make you watch me process this whole thing So once I'm done with this piece here, I will process the rest of it, and then I'll be back and I'll show you how we're going to store it. We will see you when I'm done processing the rest of it. All right, so I am done processing those pumpkins. And so what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to link this at the bottom. I have found it to be really convenient. I don't need to have somebody hold the bag for me while I'm filling the bag. So I really like those. I'll link them in the description below. So now what we're going to do is I want to freeze this squash. There we go, so you can see what I'm doing. And so all I'm doing right now is squeezing it and making it as flat as possible. So when I put it in the freezer, it's going to freeze really fast, and when I'm ready to use it, defrosting is not going to take a long time. There we go. And I need to prep my label. I did not get it ready. And this is Lakota squash, and it's from the 2024 garden. All right. See if I can get it a little flatter and get it into those corners as much as I can. Make sure I have as little air as possible. That looks good. And once I have all the air out, I'm using this little clip thing, and I'll link them below. That comes with the vacuum seal bags. All right. I am happy with that. Get my label. Put it right on there. Keep that folded. And that's ready for the freezer. And that's it for today. And we will see you on the next one. I believe the next video I'll do, let's see, what do I want to do next? Up potting the plants that we have in the shelf. So we will see you on the next one. Bye, Tinnies.